All right, questions?
You guys obviously coming back home, off the tough road trip. I guess just what was the importance of taking care of, business at home this week? What do you feel like you guys I guess showed to yourselves, maybe in kind of the bounce back that you guys did?
I feel like we needed those losses. Helped us lock in a little more, and feel like we were the best team at home.
Job, obviously you've seen this league up close,
Yes,
the
sir.
importance of defending your home court. I mean, just what was the message, I guess, coming into this week of like, hey, if we take care of business at home, we're going to get right back on track.
No, especially after what we did last week, we needed to do that for the fans. We know that we let them down, so we need to get back for them.
When you feel like kind of was the turning point for this team, coming out there, having the need to take back control of this game?
I feel like our defense, just everybody locking in as a whole, just stopping the main guys, keeping them out the paint, and limiting their threes.
I was going to say, Matheny, I think, misses 7 shots tonight. I guess, obviously you were on him for most of the evening. You took that personally, I'm sure, just that assignment. What do you feel like worked in terms of containing him?
I feel like we did a good job as a whole. I know I was guarding them the whole game, but my teammates helped me too. Everybody played a part.
When you see that Bacho, it was looking like, they were going to try to take him away more at that point in the game. How did you feel like this team kind of adjusted when that kind of happened?
Bacho's a great player. We're going to find him. He's going to keep posting hard. We do a good job of working in practice, trying to feed him. He did a great job tonight.
It seems like we talk so much about Sean and what he does with the basketball assist-wise, but it feels like these last couple of games, scoring-wise, he's starting to get a little bit more aggressive and kind of gaining that confidence. Like, what's that like, just kind of watching him take another step in his game, I guess?
Nah, it's amazing. Like what he's doing. Like I remember the first day that I met him and we started talking and just seeing the evolution from there. Like he keeps on getting better two-point shooter, better mid-range shooter, being more confident. I love to see it. I love to see it.
Elgington, last week at New Mexico State comes off the bench, gave you a little bit of a spark, and then tonight, obviously, in the second half with those shots, which was kind of the message of him, like just waiting his turn and like staying patient like that.
He's gonna keep on getting more and more playing time. Just gotta keep doing what he does, play hard in practice, and like I feel like he the reason we game. Him and Mo, defense is the reason we won the game today. So.
Good. All right.
Appreciate it, guys.
Appreciate it.
All right, Coach, down 7 at halftime, only had 27 points, and then you put up 52 in the second half against Liberty, who's one of the top. People talk about their offense, but they're also one of the top defensive teams in the country as well. How'd you get it done?
We started making them play individual defense. They're a great team defensive team. And we say, okay, if you're a great team defense team, we're going to spread you out and see if you can guard us one-on-one and just put a ball screen in and let Sean go downhill and make plays. And, you know, he's one of the best decision makers in the country. And so if they brought help, you know, they would have to deal with him passing the ball. And sometimes they were just willing to give him a layup, and I think it burned him in the end.
I know Amari didn't really get going offensively until the second half, but defensively on Matheny, I mean, you know, he doesn't even have a field goal attempt until about like 8 minutes into the game, and misses 7 shots. And just talk about his assignment and winning that assignment for you guys. I'm sure that was big.
That's Amari Abram, I know. He is one of the best defenders I've seen at his position, and if he locks in every night, that's what he's capable of doing. And hopefully we lit a fire on him, because that was an unbelievable performance. It was the best performance of the day that we had. I know people want to look at points, but if he doesn't do that to Matheny, we don't win this basketball game. And so I'm proud of him, and he took the challenge. And then when you do stuff like that, they say the basketball guys take care of it, and the ball started going. He hit huge threes and 2 big set free throws down the stretch to kind of ice the game and seal it, to kind of keep some distance between us and them. And so really happy for him. I think that was kind of, I don't want to say his coming out party, because we've seen him score the ball before, but I think you've seen everything he can do now.
Sean plays a lot of hats for his team. And tonight, you know, it was him, you know, leading and spearheading the offense and scoring and getting downhill. Was that something you kind of look forward to, you know, going into this game, or just how it played out?
You know what? It's just how it played out. You know, with the matchup that we had, we wanted to go inside the Bacho, and we did that early, and then they started just to take Bacho away, which started giving Sean just direct paths to the rim. And they weren't willing to come over and help, because then Al Green and his shooting ability and Amari and his shooting ability would come into play. And so we just took what the defense gave us, to be really honest. And I was proud of all of them. I mean, my assistant coaches put a scouting report together that was dynamic. This team can have your head spinning. This team can make you lose your mind in minutes. Then I think they got 11 points in the last 3. So we just kind of lost our head on a few plays, and this team makes you pay for it. But I thought we were really locked in, really, or about 19 minutes in the second half.
Seems like in conference play so far, he's been a new guy off the bench every single night. You know, it's Elkington tonight again, kind of like New Mexico State, kind of got that hot hand. I mean, Bacho felt like, you know, I don't want to speak for you. He said, like, he might be getting some more minutes here in the upcoming games. Like, what do you feel like he gave you guys spark-wise? Like,
I feel like he's healthy now, and he was a huge spark. I think when he came in the game, it was like a 1-point game or something, and by the time he leaves, we're up 9. And to be honest, 12 points in 6 minutes is dynamic, and he hit every free throw. He was 2 for 4 from 3, and then he scored it on the low post. Like, he showed his complete package, and if he can play like that, of course, he has depth to our team.
Kaden grabs the 7 rebounds in the first half. You're limited into 1 shot, and you obviously roll with Al for pretty much most of the rest of the game.
Mm-hmm.
What do you feel like decision-making wise kind of led to this?
Defense, guarding them on the perimeter. We got lost a couple times on their actions, and they'll make you pay. And so I was going with the best. What I felt like today was the best defensive lineup that I could put on the court. And so that group was locked in on defense, and I just was committed to playing them. And so when that came down to the end, my coach was like, Devin and somebody else is tired. I was like, well, I'll just call a timeout and get them some rest, get them a rest at the media, and then they're just going to have to suck it up and play.
When you were in the rebound battle by a good margin today, you know, did you just kind of feel like, you know, when this game was down, it was just more so about, you know, just getting opportunities to take the game back?
Yeah, like I still wanted more offensive rebounds selfishly, because I felt like when we missed, we had the advantage there if we could be athletic and go. And I think we had a couple that were really good. I think Amari missed a shot, then he tipped it in, and I think Elk got fouled on it. So we got a few situations where we got some second chance points that kind of really helped us out. We only had 10, but those 10 really helped. But I did expect defensively to rebound the basketball. If it was mano-a-mano to rebound the basketball. The only thing I was worried about is when we missed shots that we were locked in on shooters so much that if they attacked the glass, could we box them out on the move? And we did an unbelievable job of doing that.
I know Bacho and Sean finished the game, but, you know, they came down with some pretty hard just kind of contact to the floor. I mean, is that just kind of hard contact, or do you know at this point?
And man, everybody plays Bacho like that. I don't think it's right, but I mean that's not my job. You know, I think that people kind of say he's big and he should be able to take the punishment, but that's not fair to him. And so I was glad they called the flagrant because it was a flagrant foul. I mean, I didn't feel like it was an attempt on the ball. But there's a million other things I feel like could be looked at because they're just grabbing them with two hands and they're not being forced to play good basketball in my opinion. But it's hard guarding a Daniel Bacho. So I would probably feel like that if we had somebody to guard like in that situation. So
Thanks, Coach.
thank you guys.